Welcome everyone to Berkeley and California Memorial Stadium, where they've been filing in since early this morning, ready to support their sturdy Golden Bears. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the NC State Wolfpack taking on the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Golden Bears will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So NC State's offense will have the first possession of the game. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
Throws to the wideout. It's complete. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on second down. The run from the shotgun. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. Looking to throw, it's McCall. Lofts one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So the Cal Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. First down here for the offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Throws for the tight end. He makes the catch. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. He's gonna pass. Getting some heat. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. The pitch. At the 20, he's got space. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football. They're on third down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cal!
Nice job by the quarterback, hanging in the pocket, hanging in there. He knew he was going to take a lick. He took the lick, delivered a strike, and got the score.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. He'll start this drive firing. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rodgers. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Unloads it left. Got his man downfield. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Brings up second down.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Takes a handoff. It's Waters. Relying on that running game as they threaten a pickup of 4 down to the 13. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. First and goal now as NC State tries to find a way to score. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him. Had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Bangs it through for an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. San Jose State was able to come away with a hard-fought victory there in the capital of Silicon Valley. It wasn't one coaches will point to the rest of the way as a perfect 60 minutes of ball, but it is a step in the right direction. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. And the Golden Bears line up to punt it away. Running it back, it's Concepcion. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Concepcion. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking to throw, it's McCall. Going for 6. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Touchdown, NC State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. The short hands, it's Ott. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Unloads to the wideout. And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. Second and 10, he'll throw again. Feeling some heat. And he was winding his way all over the backfield, staying alive, and finally he goes down.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Fast motion from the offense. Looking downfield, it's Mendoza. Snags it over the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. On the run, it's Ott. At midfield, he's got room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Golden Bears have their offense in high gear. They move the tight end all over. Off play action on first down. He's got an open man. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. He's looking to throw. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going to try to get it himself. Wisely avoids the tackle with the slide. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref.
NC State 10.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. He'll pull it on the read. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure, it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Waters. Nowhere to run on that one, he loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one, now it's 2nd and 14. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And they get him down.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Back to pass, it's McCall. He's right on target. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They'll go with a direct snap. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It's good.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
The last thing you want to do here is give up a big return, pin them back, and then the defense can just stop them from scoring a touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Pretty much down to cases here, David. They have to execute quickly to have a shot at the end.
And obviously, you want to do everything you can to make it as short a Hail Mary as possible, right? So try to get a chunk right here before you have to take Jesse that big shot to the end zone.
And you know they're already dialing up that shot play, right? Who has the best hands on offense? Who has the best size? Who can go up high point the football and win you this game?
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking left. Hauls it in. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away